Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm starting out with a bare face. It's cleanse and moisturize. I'm adding some chapstick and I'm priming my eyes with the Benefit LemonAid color correcting primer. When I'm working with a lot of eyeshadows, it's helpful to start with the eyes because there tends to be a lot of fallout with most shadows. Next, I am starting with the transition shade from my Morphe 350 palette, and I'm blending it into my crease with a big, fluffy blending brush. With a different clean blending brush, I'm picking up a darker color from that same palette and I'm working on the outside V of my lid. I'm focusing the majority of the color on the outer part and I'm working it inwards. If only we could blend this fast in real life, right? With a synthetic brush, I'm picking up a bronzy gold color from the 350 palette and I am packing it on to my lid. I'm then taking a light frost-like shadow and adding that on the inner half of my lid to brighten up and give a little bit more dimension. With yet another blending brush, I'm going in with almost a flesh tone shadow just to make sure that there are no harsh lines and everything is blended out seamlessly. Before doing anything else, I always like to clean up the edges of my eyeshadow with some makeup remover and a Q-tip, and this also helps kind of map out where your winged liner should go. Starting with the tail of the eyeliner, I'm making an outline of where it needs to be and then filling it in and dragging the line into the inner corner of my eye. Just as a little tip, to get a good idea of the angle of your winged liner, you should draw the line from the end of your brow to the outer corner of your eye. Next, I'm lining my waterline with some dark brown eyeliner, and after I have the rest of my makeup on, I'll smoke this out with a shadow. And then of course the fun part, I'm tight lining my upper eyelid. It's a disaster. Beginning to work on my skin, I'm going to prime my face using the Smashbox Photofinish primer and push that into the most important areas first, my T-zone where the pores are most prevalent, and feather it out to what's left to the outer portion of my face. Then I'm using Covergirl's Ready Set Gorgeous foundation in the shade 205 with my Beauty Blender, and again I'm focusing most of the product in the center of my face and working my way out to the rest. I'm going to highlight and contour using some drugstore products. So to brighten up the center of my face, I'm using Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer and Light, and I'm putting it under my eyes, around my nose, on my chin, down the bridge of my nose, and onto the forehead, and a line underneath where the contour will be. To contour, I'm using Maybelline's Fit Me Shine Free Foundation Stick in Coconut, and I'm contouring my forehead, cheeks, and under the jawline. Then I'm taking a small angled brush and picking up some product and slimming down my nose a bit. And then to blend. Right now I've been liking to start with the highlight, so I'm using a small concealer brush to work that into the skin. This also helps to clean up the liner and any eyeshadow that may be out of place around your eye. While blending out my contour, I'm using my favorite stippling brush from Real Techniques and blending away. When blending out your cheek contour, it's important to work the product upward instead of down. That can make you look muddy and messy. I'm using my finger to blend my nose contour so it stays nice and precise, and I'm just kind of pushing it into my skin. Moving on, of course, I need some mattifying powder in my T-zone, so I'm using Stay Matte by Rimmel, which is the best translucent powder I found from the drugstore actually. To set my contour, I'm going to use Tarte's Amazonian Clay Bronzer in Park Ave Princess. For my brows, I'm using none other than Anastasia Beverly Hills DipBrow Pomade in dark brown, and then Gimme Brow by Benefit to go over top to set them. Using a pencil liner and some brown shadow, I'm smoking out my lower lash line, and then I'm taking some random loose pigment I have from Makeup Forever and I'm brightening up the inner corners of my eyes and also accentuating the shape. Then I'm taking Rimmel's Lash Accelerator for the mascara and I'm coating my lashes. I don't love it, I don't hate it, but it definitely gets the job done. I have no idea why my camera decided to go out of focus, but I'm using Mary Luminizer by the Balm to highlight my nose, my cheeks, and my Cupid's bow. For a blush, I'm using Physicians Formula Shimmer Strips in Waikiki and just giving myself a very subtle glow. Then I'm lining my lips with MAC's Dervish. And then after this, of course, I am going in with my all-time favorite ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick in Beeper. The formula is literally perfect. Okay, here's the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. All the details will be listed in the bottom bar. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.
I toast to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the groom, to the bride. Who is always by your side. Ooh, I do, hey, ooh, I do. So this is what it feels like to match make someone I know what the hell is the catch? The feeling of freedom, seeing the lights, and technically begin a kite. You see it right? Love a phrase, it changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you consume my waking days. It says, my dearest Angelica, it's good to see your face. And we can't stand.